I've always been interested in biology and cardiac physiology in particular. My family have got a background of cardiac diseases, so there was that sort of personal interest there. What drew me to cardiac physiology in particular with this degree is that within 3 years I could get a job within 6 months of graduating. So you graduate and then you're right into work pretty much straight away, and I found that really attractive. With the University of Leeds degree in particular, I found that the fact that we go into clinical placement pretty much straight away is what drew me to that degree. What makes the cardiac physiologist at Leeds University so unique is the fact that as a student we are put into placement pretty much straight away. So instead of waiting weeks to be in a hospital working with the cardiology team, you are straight away working in the cardiology department. So you're straight away learning what you've learned in lectures, you're putting it into practice, and you're getting clinical experience with all kinds of different patients. I know that other degrees tend to sort of put all the placement in a block sort of after Christmas, whereas with this degree you're in placement every week, so straight away you're putting into practice what you've been learning in lectures. So you need to be a people person first and foremost. It's really important that you are comfortable in communicating with many different types of people, and also a team player. So being a cardiac physiologist, you are part of the cardiology team. Probably one of the most vital qualities to have. It's just putting yourself in the patient's shoes. So for you might be doing this job all day and you might be quite used to it, but for them, it could be the first ECG they've ever had. They could be coming into the hospital because they've got a problem that's new. So they could be very, very anxious, whereas to you, it could be like quite a normal thing that you do. So it's very important to understand what the patient's going through. The most important part of the course was the clinical placement. Obviously the theory behind everything is really important as well, but personally it was being on placement, being with the patients, working with everyone in the team, and just putting into practice what we've been learning on a weekly basis at university. It's a different placement every year. It could be a tertiary hospital, it could be a smaller district hospital, but with this degree you get opportunities to experience different types of hospital. You're in every week, and then you'll have block weeks as well where you're in for the full week, so you get a real taste of what it's like to be part of a team in the cardiology department. Placements are really important. They're probably one of the most important things about this degree, and also it's very, very likely that you'll get a job at the end of it based on all the experience that you've had on clinical placement throughout the degree. I would say to someone who's interested in becoming a cardiac physiologist to do your research and try and get some work shadowing experience if you can. That will give you an opportunity to really see what goes on behind the scenes. Not many people know what cardiac physiology is, so don't be afraid to ask questions and try and get some work shadowing experience, definitely.